Welcome to episode 8 of the Let's Go Viral Talk Show with Dejon Brooks. And today I have another amazing topic prepared for you guys titled It is Impossible to Achieve Nothing in 10 Years. And this episode here is going to be really deep, really talking about the power of just like showing up every single day, no matter like what your circumstances are, whether you could be like in a good time, downtime, just by showing up every single day for 10 years, amazing things will happen. So make sure you listen all the way through because I have a really cool breakdown I'm going to share with you guys today. But before we get started, just want to say that this episode is sponsored by me, my little company, trendwatchers.co, and I pretty much help creators go viral with trends. And yeah, it's ran by AI, has over 50 different categories. May add more soon, and you can go and create a free account at trendwatchers.co. And there should be a link down below in the little description for this talk show. But yeah, besides that, let's hop right into this episode because, like I said, I got an amazing little like outline here for my topic. It's impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years, and really, what I'm going to really break down in this episode, I'm going to talk about like kind of like where I heard this concept from, and then I'm going to walk you guys kind of like through my journey, my story, like back like where I was at 10 years ago, and part of this I'm going to talk about like middle school, high school, my journey growing like trend watchers, and then kind of where I'm at today, and the things I've been able to achieve at 22 years old. And it's funny because like as I look at this list of achievements, I'm like, holy, that's me, yo. That's me. So that really just like makes me just genuinely happy. Not necessarily the achievements themselves, but just seeing where I was at a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, seeing that contrast. That contrast is a really beautiful thing. So yeah, and you've probably seen this contrast before in your life, and I got that saying like key to a long life is knowing when it's time to go and contrast, and just having that contrast in life really brings you just joy and fulfillment. So yeah, this is gonna be a great episode. So okay, Dijon, where in the world did you hear of this concept of like it is impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years? I keep forgetting this YouTuber's name. He's pretty big. I think it's like Captain like Singas, something like that. There, but his videos are like super high quality, just like almost like Hollywood style, with like all the B-roll cuts and everything with the music. It makes you want to watch it, and it's just like super like um, I don't want to say trendy, but like it just feels good to watch. Just like the music, the lighting, the video, and everything. Like all the like little like jump cuts. It all feels nice. And he was talking about like how to just like like I think like achieve momentum in your life, and part of that was like talking about like your daily habits. Like how you show up every day is really important. And then he said it is impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years. And okay, cool, maybe the thing you're working on right now for like the past like maybe like year, 2 3 years, it hasn't been working. But who knows, if you keep on showing up every single day, maybe you'll pop up in year 7, year 8, year 9, and you're probably like, Dijon, like that's some BS, like if it's not working within like 1 or 2 years, you should probably switch. Yeah, as far as like so I would say yes and no. By switch, not necessarily give up, but okay, like if you're getting a certain result, the where you are in life right now is the sum result of everything you've done in the past. So to change your results, you have to change up whatever you're doing. And within 10 years, if all right, let's say your little e-commerce business is not really like getting traction, right? Imagine if you just kept on showing up every day for 10 years, changing different variables. Eventually, even if you have like 99 fails, you're going to have that one win that gives you that big breakthrough. And I think that's the point this video is trying to say that, like, like as long as you keep on showing up, you're eventually going to get a breakthrough. You're eventually going to get that aha moment, and like all the hard work is going to pay off. And really by knowing his knowledge as far as like because 10 years, that's a long time, like that's almost like what like a maybe like a quarter or like a 15th of like our lives. That's a long time. And there's no way, not no way, but like that'll be foolish spending all that time working towards something that doesn't like really fulfill you. Yeah, okay, like maybe you need a career or a job to like pay the bills, but like I'm talking about on the side, kind of like your side hustle, the thing you do after work, the thing you do on the weekend. Um, you need to use that time to really like work on something that you're passionate about, because like this is pretty much saying that like it's impossible to fail within a 10-year period. So like right away you should be doing something that makes you just like genuinely happy, or even something you enjoy. And you don't even have to make like $1 million, $1 billion off of it, but just something that you genuinely enjoy, something you want to build, something that makes you happy and that also brings value to society or whatever community you're fulfilling. So that was something I was thinking about too when I first heard that phrase of "it is impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years." And after I was thinking about that, the next thing that came to mind naturally was where I was at 10 years ago. And when I think about that, like I'm 22 right now, so like I think 12 years old, and holy cow, like I had like nothing. Not saying I was homeless or anything. Like we had a roof over our head, food on the table, running water and everything, but by nothing, I mean like just like personal brand, online assets and skills. Like I had nothing. In fact, I was actually a trouble child. I got kicked out of middle school for fighting the resource officers. So yeah, I was living that that high life. And it wasn't until I decided to kind of like change my ways. I kind of got like an aha moment, and instead of using my anger towards destructive things, I decided to use my anger towards like learning things, learning new skills, trying like doing something productive. And I was homeschooled at the time, and when I was homeschooled, yeah, I cheated. Like, we're gonna be real. But like for the most part, I finished my work around like 9 a.m. in the morning, and after I finished my work, I would do two things. One, play video games, specifically on Roblox, and then two, if I got bored of that game, like my hand was like tired of clicking or whatever, I needed to change it up. Like I'd go and I would learn like some sort of like skills, such as like learning HTML, like how to read it at least, like building landing pages, all that different type of stuff. Like I was learning like just like small little micro skills like that. And really through high school, I really learned how to just like some basic internet skills like that. Also learned how to make like YouTube videos. That's when my first channel got like 1,000 subscribers and like maybe like 100K like lifetime views. I was like getting my feet wet. Like I was slowly building like just like accumulating like those small little micro skills. And it wasn't until high school, after I popped off on YouTube, getting like 2-3 million views a month. Um, yeah, like I was still learning and everything, but it wasn't until when my channel got demonetized. Um, that's when the money stopped rolling in, and when the money stopped rolling in, I was like, shoot, I gotta find a way to like get more money to roll in from somewhere. So at that time, I discovered Ty Lopez, and Ty Lopez, he got me into just like reading books. You remember how he had like the Lamborghini and knowledge? Yeah, I remember seeing that ad, and he got me into reading books. And um, I think I purchased my first internet course from him, and then the next person I purchased from, it was like from Ryan Hildreth. It was like a $500 course, and that got me into going in and creating my own social media marketing agency. And that social media marketing agency, it failed for a number of reasons. One, like I pulled best friend number one, best friend number two, and like they were like my co-founders, and I did like 90% of the work. So that was one problem. And two, everyone else was kind of creating like their own little social media marketing agency. So okay, cool. I landed the meeting. There were like 5 other people that landed that meeting as well. And once I said at my price, they just kept undercutting me. So there was that, and then maybe I'd go and like cold call or like cold email a business or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're like the 10th person to pitch us this week," and it's like, dang, it was super competitive. That and I think for that I was leading with like with YouTube, like, hey, I know how to like do like social media, like blow up on YouTube, all that stuff there. So that's kind of how that was kind of like my pitch to kind of get meetings, but we could never sign a client. I think we had one, but he kind of took advantage of us because he said that we were like young. I remember him. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name on the podcast. I almost said it out loud, but he's cool. You know what I'm saying? I should probably go stop by and say hey to him. But long story short, by me going out there and creating that social media marketing agency, Yeah, it failed, but I learned how to like cold call, cold email, do cold approaches to physical businesses, how to like sell myself, like send proposals and everything, like learn some Facebook ads. I had a mentor at the time, and also learning a lot through like personal development, through all the books I was reading. Um, I was accumulating all of these skills during my social media marketing agency phase, and after that, I closed that down. I went and did drop shipping next. So drop shipping actually made like three stores. I think the first store was like a Zodiac store targeted towards no, it was a water bottle store, um, selling just like cool water bottles with like little like designs on the outside. The second one was like a Zodiac store, and the third one was like I think it was like fish bowl decorations. That one there, I was actually able to get traction. But then it failed because like one, the shipping took like 3 weeks from China to get to the U.S. And then once my customers received their products, they all broke during shipping, so I had to refund them all. Plus, I was spending money on ads, so I was in the hole deep. So yeah, I got out of that quickly. I learned from it. But long story short, from my drop shipping days, I learned how to build websites, run ads, email marketing, customer support, how to build a brand. Like all of this stuff, like I was like all of these skills were accumulating, like even with like real estate wholesaling, I did that next. I learned how to like read contracts, put together contracts, go to networking events, see like understand what people want, like just like bringing value to the table. What else did I learned from real estate? Negotiating and really just like being like a go getter. Like I learned that from real estate wholesaling, and once again, like sure, like all these hustles, these side hustles, they were like failing, but I was accumulating skills. I kept on showing up. That's the important thing um, as far as like I guess like to the main topic of this episode of it is impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years. Um, the whole point of that is just like keep on showing up, and eventually something is gonna pop off. You're gonna hit that grand slam. You're gonna get that win. So that's one thing I want to emphasize. I just kept on showing up. Okay, this failed. Let me try this out. I was always switching things up, just like learning, like okay, like why. So after I graduated from high school, I wanted to make like another company, right? And I wanted to do something like long term. Like I was like, okay, like this thing is gonna succeed, and I didn't know what to make. And I remember looking at my YouTube analytics. I noticed that like all of my viral videos they were based around some sort of trend. So I was like, yo, what if I made a software that found like trending topics, and I just sold that to content creators. So that's how my idea for Trend Watchers was born. It was actually a high school project, but I got an F for it, so it was I could put it in the bin. But then I think it was New Year's of 2020. I took it out the bin and decided to go and just like revive the project. And that, well, first of all, everything I learned from like middle school, the middle school side hustles, the social media marketing agency, drop shipping, a real estate journey, and also YouTube as well. I took all of these skills and I put them together for growing trend watchers. And let me tell you, like that, like I remember, I think it took like 3 months, 2, 3 months of like developing the software. And I remember, yeah, just like roadblock after roadblock, but I figured it out. And I remember on launch day, I think I had like maybe like 5 signups. I was like, boy, this is gonna be a long road. But by me showing up every single day for 2 years, excuse me, not 2 years, like 3 years, I've been able to get like over like 10,000 users on the platform, all by me just showing up every single day. And when I hear that quote of, it is impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years, and think about this experience and my all other experiences, like that is so like freaking true. And I'm grateful for just the path I was on, and all the failures, and yeah, and the micro successes along the way, because that really like turned me into the person I am today. And like I'm just a freaking monster. Like I'm full stack. If you put the right thing in front of me, like I know how to go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But as far as like where I'm at today, like I said, 10 years ago, just got kicked out of like middle school for like fighting a resource officer. Had like no skills, no personal brand, nothing, And then I look at myself today, and I got trend watchers with like over 12,000 like users on there. Short video trends. It's like a second software that kind of runs automatically. Like 1,000 on there. I got my book that's being released. I'm giving a TED talk that just got confirmed like 2 days ago as of this recording. When you probably listen to it, I probably would have given it. I'm giving it like October 25th, 2023. But still, like a freaking TED talk. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. I was a writer for entrepreneur.com. What else? Just like I got this talk show right here on my other podcast I had to close down. I freaking interviewed celebrities. We're talking about like people with like tens of millions of followers, just like man, like Kim Kardashian numbers, like people I should not be talking to, but like I still spoke to them, like I was able to go out here and achieve all of this just by me showing up every single day and by yeah, just like not giving up, And it's really beautiful as far as like what can happen if you just show up every single day and um really learn from everything. My daily YouTube video for today, I think it was like gain wisdom from everything, and that is so deep, because it's really easy to like play the victim, throw in the towel when things get hard. But if you really look at everything that happens to you in your life, even the things that you really can't control, um, you can really learn a lot from that. And just imagine just like gaining wisdom from everything, every person you come across, every piece of media you consume, and you're doing that for 10 years, just imagine how much of a monster you're going to be. Like it's just going to be like absolutely insane. But the key thing is to just show up every single day and like, yeah, show up every single day. And yeah, some days are going to be tough. Like, I'm going to be real with you. Like I sit in bed sometimes, like I'll skip a day, but like I still get back to it the next day. Like it's just all about just showing up and just getting to it. Because like that's life. Like either you go get it or get left behind. But that's pretty much it for episode 8 as far as like it is impossible to achieve nothing in 10 years. And hopefully you guys really think about this year because this is your life, not my life. Hey, I'm out here living my life, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, but I'm out here living it. This is your life, so make sure you think about it and just think about the decisions you're making and like um, is it going to be to where the things you're doing today, are you going to be 10 years from now, are you going to be satisfied with yourself essentially? Think about that. But yeah, that's it for this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.